Do you think it was wise to leave Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
Return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
Bloodlines.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
What's up, folks? Back with some more Final Fantasy 16. As we saw, it's 5 years later. Sid is unfortunately unalived, but we carry on the title of Sid and help out bearers all throughout the lands. Right now, the Republic and the Empire are about to fight each other. But while they focus on each other, whatever, we're about to go destroy another, what do you call it, Mother Crystal, which so happens to be in the Iron Kingdom, which is where Jill was pretty much held captive for all those years. So we definitely finna get a lot of tea from her.
This one.
Dang. Well, other than that, same old, same old. Nice. I have to make these play sessions. Well, actually what I'm doing now is like around 2 hours, 2.5 hours or so. I may need to make sure to keep those play sessions around that length. All because of the fact that I've been getting hot because of my PS5, and I get it. It's been happening to everybody. Luckily, I haven't ran through any errors or anything like that. So playing in short bursts is probably what I have to do, which is okay for me. As long as I'm getting a good amount of AP points. Levels I couldn't really care too much about. I mean, they come naturally. guess that's the village I need to come to. Whew. Let's see what's going on with y'all.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! I think we're loyalists.
Jill, look.
Seriously.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
You're a long way from home, aren't you? Fare you well?
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There've been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, the Empire gets.
Really?
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits.
What are they talking about us?
There was a time my husband might have stood up to those men. Though back then, he wouldn't have needed to.
Let me get that real quick. Appreciate you.
We're going hunting for outpath. Run along now, before one of the boys starts thinking you're something you're not.
Word is, Port Isolde's closed her gates to all but the Highborn, and now a great camp sprung up along the wall.
This really is a small village.
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen them, didn't you? At least I think there was a Black Shield. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
But what do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harboring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
Oh, really?
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know. But we need to find out. Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another Eastpool.
Then we shall be on our way.
I mean, I get it, but man.
These people live with a knife to their throats. in the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
I guess we better find out then. Before, well, there ain't nothing here. I guess I do need to check out all of that actually. But before I do that, let me, oops. Okay, now it wouldn't let me go anywhere at first, but then again, ain't no other side quest, so let me go back to the hideout real quick because I have to buy this one item. I got something in my chain bus.
Is it business or pleasure? Coin purse weighing you down?
You know what time it is. Yes, it was this.
You'll not find a better price than that. Come again.
Shoot. I don't think money really is being spent on.
Or don't.
Think it's all right
I'm
to
not much
touch him?
bothered either way.
Let me see what this new missive is real quick. An apple a day. Huh. That's some already. Okay. Just talking about something small. Alright, we'll just head back here. So that little item lets my magic just kind of maintain a charge. And with it pretty much on its mastery, I can pretty much shoot nothing but charged shots now. Now I wonder though if this makes me not be able to run though because of that.
Stay down. You're finished.
Okay. Seriously.
Easy.
Ouch. Oh, you one of those. That thing melts through that. I love that. Crap. Hey. Dang. I messed up. Gone. Yeesh. That done messed me up. Looks like the charge is kind of slow though. I'm just better off just charging on my own. Black shields.
More of my mother's men.
No. Get off my dog now. That's crazy. I got a low amount of AP for them, but when I was fighting Imperials, they gave me a plenty big amount. Another one in there. Yeah, I think so. It was a waste of money, but it's fine. I'll just maintain my own magic count. Oh, that's cooldown time. I meant damage. There we go. What? Hey, where y'all live? Whatever.
But at least we won.
I'm surprised they didn't let me target that one that was on the ground. Whatever.
Blood, Clive.
And still
Oh,
wet.
that put me on the bridge.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel.
You ain't but a bunch of
We
fakes.
owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again. I'll show you a true shield Brazaria.
No. Okay. Oh, so. Nice. That crap out of here.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
My man was playing his part. Y'all gonna get this voice actor from me, whether y'all like it or not. I wonder if there's a way to be able to get up there. I'll probably check it again some other time. Or actually, oh, okay, no, never mind. Oh, hi there. Dang. Robin's attacks are like magical burst. There'll be something up here, but I guess not. I won't be surprised, probably some stuff over there, but I think we'll just keep this going. That's still crazy though. Somebody is doing work out here though.
Find something, boy. Death.
Found her.
Oh. Oh no.
This was my mother's doing.
We might need to take care of her before we go across sea.
Why would anyone?
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
Right. Not looking good for us. Man, I say we go back to Rosario. They said they still want us to go to the port, so I think there's anything here. I gotta try to look through treasure or something, but I don't really expect to find anything. Though too, right now, I'm not really finding like any means for like crafting and stuff. I'm getting all this material and such, but unless they give me new items for me to be able to buy that's actually upgradable, I'm really not using it that much. So well, I guess we're just gonna keep going. Almost makes exploring just a little bit redundant. Like we're seeing, unless there's other NPCs to talk to, of course, but if it's, you know, dead like this, ain't no point in sticking around and
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
even fighting, it's like, yeah, I'm getting some good AP points for, you know, increasing my abilities and such. But, heck, do I really need it? Well, I'm not gonna shoot down everything that's, you know, pointless or redundant.
Didn't happen to come by way of Old Hill, did you? Saw some Imperials clad in black making for the docks just the other day. Next morning.
They tell us there's a curfew, but then refuse us passage back to our
Passage to the provincial capital is restricted to Imperial Army personnel.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
Man, I can't even go to the
Empire
dang
would have us live in the
capital.
Deadlands.
That's messed up.
Don't go thinking you'll find refuge in the houses outside Port Isolde. The place is a wretched hive of thieves and blackguards.
Actually, let me. I want to increase that one. This might be the next one I'll do. Yes, I feel slightly bad because these crabs weren't doing nothing but just chilling. Damn. Bullying the crap out of crabs. Sure, we probably just leave all the fauna alone.
That was reckless. The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better.
Can we come through or no?
We should start with the main gate and see where that gets us.
Okay. Guess we're going over here then.
That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
And we got more black shields.
Let us pass! My children are starving! Have mercy! Voice-ridden dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here!
No, they're enough for
Fuck off! Find the chinless bastards! Those crystals belong to us all! I said, where were you, filth? Back to your sties! Cut you down where you stand! Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in.
Oh, so much for that plan.
I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus.
Look like we might need to break down some gates then.
We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
Very well.
Dang, rocks was in the way. Yeesh. Couldn't have just done this first.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Can go through that way.
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
Welp. Surrounded. Sorry. I don't mean to go ham on y'all, but I do need to heal. Like I said, I don't mean to go ham on y'all, but I needed some healing.
I
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
Wait.
Blessing of the Phoenix.
Wait, ain't that...
Can't be. I was there when you died.
Ain't that, not Tyler, but the other dude. I thought you died.
Forgive me, my lord. I knew
Yeah,
what you were
wait.
addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
About as tall as you now. But you looking kind of rough.
We can speak inside.
Another person that apparently survived that night.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire.
Right.
But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye. The foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord. But in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown.
Seriously?
As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we. Make ready. This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
No,
yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
Alright, an old face returned.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
I suppose we owe you our thanks. You spared us when you could have just as easily sent us to the mud.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, buck up, man. At least you're
We'll
not
show
dead.
them that the fire in our hearts.
What is it you require?
Same old, same old. Man, these things cost all day. Now, why like 10 times as much? Like, you get 200 for a potion, 400 for a high potion. Okay, fine. But 10,000 for an
May
elixir?
the blessing of the crystals go with you.
I know I'm not healed all the way, but yeah, I could just use and rebuy like 2. Costs a way much less. I don't know whose idea was that, making them cost that much, but whatever.
Will that be all?
Especially with the plethora of money that you do get. And then say in ever the chance that I do need to give myself some money, like I can pretty much sell plenty of stuff that I've been finding. And plenty of materials too.
I will be here should you need aught else.
Alright.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Let's do this.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Let's do it. Throughout the main scenario, Cloud will often be joined by various companions who are keen to lend their assistance. However, depending on Cloud's destination, they may choose to remain behind at the hideout. Okay. Let's save the game. Okay, he's just a guest, so they'll just mark them as guests then. Okay, Wade, doing this thing. I'm still on her life, bro. You need to go.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
You may be mom,
How
but
long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village, we tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
yeah, mom need to go. But they said she bared another son for the Holy Empire, so so she has another child out there. And let's say that happened immediately after his father died, and it's been what, 18 years at this point. So I wouldn't be surprised if this child is like, shoot, at least a teenager, like at least 16, 17, or whatever.
What is it now? I told you!
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come!
Oh, lucky I ain't got my overguard.
Die along with your flame! For Azaria!
For Azaria!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battles for them.
More dragons.
Worms. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
Yeah.
Well done,
Nah, son.
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Why don't you get down here and say it to my face? That crap out of here.
So Wade!
There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
You mean finish him?
Nah, get that crap out of here. Ah, son.
Enough.
Bah. Yeesh. Recycle, but man.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord. Perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it. as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die. And her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
Like I said, I wish we'd just go ahead and nip this problem in the bud. Like, you see what she's doing to your people. They need to go. I mean, she needs to go.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
You'll have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter.
A seal?
It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
Nice.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Loyal to the end. Appreciate you, my guy. Rossfield Manor. They ain't waste no time.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue!
Well.
You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Must have been something he'd done as a kid.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Madu in the twins.
Aww.
Clive, my dear boy, it's really you.
I'm glad to at least have some type of family.
You always were fond of that scene from The Saint of the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford.
Not the good plates.
So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster?
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us, then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Cid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Dang, Uncle ready for the hands. No, she still has reservations about her past, though.
She's a fine ship, isn't she? Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
I gotta come back here again. Once again, I'm just surprised that we're just kind of brushing aside the whole thing with the mother.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess. I didn't take you for a scholar, Ivan.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to life.
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then by all means.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first ton of worm I came across would be the death of me. But you're made of sterner stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
Every time I hear the word recipes, I'm like, Ignis. It's just his voice just comes up. I found a new recipe.
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer. Fine, I'll help.
Fantastic! Thank you.
So, dare I ask what's on the menu?
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the gourmands of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient. A beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Roses. Rosaria, perhaps? One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there.
That should be fun. Alright, let's go speak to Miss Ninetails.
Typical nobles.
Oh, I think I have enough of renown for another thingy
We
thingy though.
never hear about these Guardians of the Flame.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
Yes.
You earned this.
Nice. My 100 for
All done?
whatever that is. This Berserker temporary increases attack proficiency with each precision dodge. I'll take that. Those are still good too. You got any new suckers? Oh, still the same too. This is saying Clairview, Sandbrick. Okay. And then this is the Broken Hilt, Rosaria. I might be able to find that one. Clairview. Where is that actually? Over down, this last one. Northreach. Might be somewhere over here, I would assume. Okay, it's over here somewhere. I should go chase after it. And then the other one. What is this? They read. Where did it say? I'm tripping. The Broken Hilt. Okay. Nope. None of those. Oh, the freak the Broken Hilt is. Oh, it's right here. Okay. I can head over there now, see if I can find it. Do a little hunty hunt. But I'll talk to the Ninetails first.
Back again, Lord Rosfield. I'm touched that you should find me such good company.
It is not your company, but your counsel that I seek on this occasion.
Ever the charmer.
Mm.
What will it be today, then?
The Iron Kingdom. I need to know what to expect.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake's Breath, then, I take it. The mother crystal that rises from the boiling sea. There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the waves to visit it. But then the Ironblood made their move.
Oh, really?
As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm. Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy. And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the orthodoxy holds the Mother Crystals sacred, and they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies. Some 80 years ago, in Northern Storm, Drake's Eye collapsed. Soon after, in pursuit of ether and with the Blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Justanus, home of Drake's Breath, and plucked it from the Duchy's grasp. Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of Duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime. Nor are they like to again, under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island, and with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity.
Interesting. It's almost like pirates
the Mother
in a
Crystal
sense.
is both the object of the Iron Blood's worship and their gateway to the continent, making Drustinus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth to claim the remaining Mother Crystals, or die trying.
My father and my grandfather both traded blows with the Iron Blood for control of Drake's Breath. Had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate, we would have sent our entire fleet against them.
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosaria, sacked the capital, killed the men, and captured the women, including Jill. I'd say you'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge, Clive.
My only aim is to destroy the Mother Crystal. But thank you all the same. Not much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
How did we never...
These guardians, there are new billets being posted every...
Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. Normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time. Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit? So, what do you say?
I say sure.
Fine. If you think it will help.
I knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. He'll open up when he's ready.
All right. Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
Sure. Smithy, dude. Shoot, you ain't been getting my business lately. Can I move across the lands? Okay, yes, I can. Alright, I do want to go after those two bounties before,
Targle. And he'd take
oh,
a
no,
liking
she
to
probably
you
ain't got
too, if
nothing
he
new yet.
First August, and now you. What are you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like every clumsy shit. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. Now, every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got what you came for. Now piss off.
All right. We're going. I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of hail. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen. Karen, do you have a moment? Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft, from what he told us.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop. He don't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their hides.
I see.
He did tell me something, though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now, where the bleeding hell was excited? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe... Caer Northern, that was it.
Thank you, Karen. We'd be lost without you.
At least you admit it.
So, It sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leatherworker.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
Yay, already gotta do a hunt. So it looks like I got 3 hunts I'm gonna be doing.
Typical note.
I'm down to Griffin. Dawsmare. Karen, Norva, Westgate, Sunbreak. Okay.
How did we never hear about these Guardians of the Flame?
Same way they never heard about us.
Am I supposed to like accept it or something? Like, why is it not? Maybe it'll just already be on the field. Yeah, because it doesn't show me anything but the build itself. Whatever. Well, I'm gonna go for that first, that C that's like up here, first and foremost, in Clairview. Let's hope Jill is with us. I would love the extra firepower. Yep, she's with us. Nice.
Keep them pilgers nice and chilled.
Look at this place. We spend half.
I see something with wings all the way over here. Oh, that's a problem. Oh, I think it's one of those things. Like a wind eggy. I don't see how this thing could even exist.
If that's what I think it is, this isn't gonna be easy.
That's nice.
Too slow.
Yo. Okay, okay. Okay, that's nice. I love that. It's like I get like almost a light overdrive hit. Nah, son. Nah. Boom. Nope. Nah. Woo. Nah, son. Nice. Nice. Semi-prime finish. And a level up. I'll take it. The Clouded Eye.
Rest well. I know I will.
Okay, so they'll already be there. That's good to know. But the other one, well, the mission is in Kaer Norvin, so let's haven't done this all stream, but got me a Chocobo.
Girl.
Even though she pretty much increased by speed probably like 10%. So and the fact that I have to hold it down just for the run. Otherwise, you could have just like a nice little stroll or something. No. This looked like it could go at least 30-40% faster or something. The speed is kind of disappointing. Gotta find ourselves a griffin somewhere around here. Don't know where to be. I would assume it's just a big open space or open area. That is so funny. That grab is just so fast. Oh, got a treasure. Another gill bug. And then I guess that's the other thing. I have those I can sell for extra money too. Hey, just let you know, you ran into me. don't like it very much.
This one. Farewell.
I thought you would have handled that one, Jill. My bad. I was just getting too grab happy. Dang. Guess I'll try over here. Nice. No. I can go that way. Probably eventually, but so I'm not tripping now, am I?
Get him!
Yeah. Let me relook, because I'm pretty sure it said Kaer Norvin.
Typical nobles.
Yeah, Kaer Norvin Westgate. That is where I was, right? Well, that's a Norvin Brigade. Well, I guess we were just going by just the way it looks. I think this was the east side. I might need to go to the west side. We'll try.